Hi everyone, I'm Michael Caloz, Dean of NTP House. I'm creating this little video today to introduce myself to all of you, as best as one can in just a few minutes. So, who am I? I am an ENTP, and I am professionally a life transformation coach, and a Hakomi counselor, and a writer, and as an ENTP, all sorts of other things. And Hakomi is a psychotherapeutic modality that takes in kind of the best of many other modalities: neuroscience, mindfulness, Western psychotherapy, kind of combines them all into delving into how an individual's mind is organized. So I spend a lot of time thinking about that kind of thing. How are each of our minds uniquely crafted throughout our lives, through our different experiences? I live in the United States, in Portland, Oregon, in an intentional community house that I created with 5 other adults and 2 cats, and soon to be a dog as well. And I think maybe what's most interesting to talk a bit about is what I think of as my big life transformation or spiritual awakening that happened about 6 or 7 years ago. And before that, I had spent most of my career, a decade in the corporate world as a management consultant, going into big Fortune 500 companies and advising them on solving their complex problems, especially in the fields of digital product management, on apps and websites, user experience design, agile project management, and leadership. And so I did that for a long time, and it was fulfilling in many ways. It gave me that variety that ENTPs crave, moving from project to project and company to company. But I just felt this kind of growing unease in me over time. I had what most people looking from the outside would say was an amazing life. I made great money, very prestigious job, impressive resume, awesome relationship, got to travel the world. But I just felt this kind of existential hole inside me, and I couldn't figure it out. What was wrong with this amazing life that I had? And it just kept growing and growing, more depression, more anxiety, and finally I couldn't take it anymore. So I really decided to take it seriously, and I devoted the next several years of my life to really digging in deep and figuring out what was going wrong with me. What was I missing? And that required me to push way outside my comfort zone, try all sorts of crazy things that I'd be happy to talk about. And, eventually I came out on the other side as a very different person. I really completely changed almost every aspect of my life. And, as one example, I spent most of my life living alone or with a partner in a small apartment or, different apartments around the world. And, now I live in this intentional community house surrounded by people all the time, going to community events all the time. And so that's one taste of just how dramatically my life changed. And that's what really excites me nowadays. How can I help other people make huge changes in their lives as well, so that they can feel more fulfilled and more connected to their purpose, to the world, to feeling alive? And so, I'm interested in all sorts of things: artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, virtual reality. But my big passion nowadays is Buddhism, specifically in the Soto Zen lineage. And because I felt so disconnected for so long, it feels like I've found my home now. It feels like I feel this grounded sense of belonging and clear purpose, and this intense present moment awareness that I'm not just thinking about the future all the time anymore, of kind of what I might be able to have someday Instead, I'm really trying to relish where I am right here, right now. And so that practice has been really nourishing for me. And nowadays I spend about an hour or two every single day meditating. And yeah, if you spend time with me, you might notice me slowing down, pausing, closing my eyes sometimes. And that's my way of checking in with myself. Because as an ENTP, it's really easy to fall into the mode of just talking really quickly, all from the analytical mind. And it's been really helpful to me to practice slowing down and really checking, okay, what feels true right now? What feels important right now? So, yeah, that's a bit about me. And like I said, life purpose is really important to me. That's a real passion of mine as I work with people, helping them discover their life purposes. So I thought I'd read you the latest iteration of mine, which I don't have memorized because I've just, this is hot off the press here. So like version 20 something of my life purpose statement. But here's what's most important to me right now. I am the pathfinder who investigates all promising paths to personal growth and awakening in the Buddhist sense. I model and teach the most effective ones to help other people feel more alive, aware, and aligned with their life purpose. So I do that through, like I said, Hakomi, coaching, writing, and a lot of that is through the lens of personality typing. You know, that's really been one of the most effective tools that I've found over the years for honing in on how one person just sees the world so much differently than another person. Takes in information differently, processes it differently. So that's why I'm really excited about this type school community. And, you know, in my practice, I work with all types, especially Ns, and my specialty is INTPs and ENTPs. I also work with a lot of INFJs and INTJs and ENFPs in particular because those types tend to really synergize nicely, mesh well with NTPs. So, yeah, I'm excited to be shepherding along NTP House, and whether you are an NTP or just curious about NTPs or want to hang out with us, I welcome you to check it out. And I welcome you to share what's interesting to you in the world and what you would like us to be doing together, what kinds of events you'd like me to be helping put on for you, and what kinds of discussions you'd like to be having, and how best I can be of service to you. So it's nice to meet you, and I hope to be able to go deeper with you soon. Have a nourishing day.